You're welcome to Touch Billion TV. Today we're going to be looking at the chart of Bitcoin and what we feel that the market is actually going to do in terms of technical analysis. So, in our last episode, we outlined key level points that we strongly believe that the market is actually going to react from, and we're going to be looking at them and also looking at possibilities of what the market can do, right? We're going to be looking at possibilities of what the market can do. So if you look at this very clearly, you can see that the market, is we actually said that the market was actually going to react from this zone, but then it actually did not give us a very clean, massive sell as anticipated. See, it sold a little bit here and went up again, sold again, and it's currently within this zone, right? So there's a tendency of this market selling, right, or moving all the way up, right? So, but then this particular area has been what invalidated, right? So we're just going to patiently wait and see what the market is actually going to do. But then, in anticipation to that, let me go to the higher time frame, and see. You can see very clearly that the market has actually been on an uptrend, right? It has actually been on an uptrend heading towards, the up direction, right? So that has been the very major focus of this particular trade, chart, right? That has been the direction of this particular chart. So the little decrease in price has been a structural way to gain momentum to the particular direction to the upside. So now, what are we looking at on BTC? Right now, it's very clear that the market has created various higher highs and higher lows in very little form, but let's get to outline this. So this is what we're looking at here. Let's take this out first of all. We're going to take this out. Let's take this out. Take this out. So we are actually going to be seeing possibilities of the market coming to this zone here, right? Coming to this zone, right? Because already we have a structural break, and these zones were like the previous high, right? So these zones were like the previous high, and also there were some level of imbalance also created by those moves. Let's check the 4 hours time frame. Let's check the 4 hours time frame and see. Okay, so there were some very clear imbalance created, but we'll be able to see that very clearly from the 2 hours time frame here, right? So this is actually what we're looking at here. Clear break of structure to the downside here, right here. So we are actually going to be looking at possibilities of what this market can do in this particular way. So this is what we're looking at here, right? So the market can actually come back to this particular point, and we can see a clear movement, you understand, of the market towards the down direction, and we can also get to experience the market coming to this zone that we have actually been waiting for, which is the OB, right? So Bitcoin has been doing incredibly well. They've been tremendous news and information and adoption, from various individuals, from various institutions, and various countries as well, and presidents. You understand? A lot of people are accumulating as many Bitcoin as possible, and that is actually a good news for the cryptocurrency market, right? That is actually a good news for the cryptocurrency market. A lot of people who have been holding Bitcoin for a very long time are in massive profit as well. Same way we can actually see for Ethereum right now. Same way we can actually see for Ethereum, right? So if we look out for Ethereum, ETH USDT, ETH USDT.p. So So we've seen massive move of Ethereum. Imagine that to 4,600. So if we look at this on a 1 month scale, Ethereum is chasing its previous all-time high. And this is its previous all-time high here. Here. This is its previous all-time high around 4,879. Ethereum's previous all-time high. And we can see that massive move, yeah, of this particular token. You know, it's been flying massively. A lot of people who are backed in this particular token are currently in massive profits, right? So even if we're going to see some level of retracement of this particular token, it will be from zones. Let's go to the lower time frame and have a clear picture, right? So even if we were going to see any form of retracement, it will be from zones around this region, right, that will be able to give that level of retracement that we're looking for, right? So anybody that wants to, now this can actually come here and break this and take it all the way, right? But then even if you're looking for a possible retracement, this would be it, right, around this zone here, right? Because it would want to take out its previous high. There's a high tendency for that. Ethereum would want to take out its what previous high. There's a high tendency for that, right? You understand? So you see any possible profits, you know, you just take and don't be greedy, right? So these are possibilities of what Ethereum can do, right? Let me just take this out to reduce the stops. So these are possibilities of what Ethereum can do. A sell at 4785.32. You understand? You get me? So these are high possibilities of what Ethereum can do. With proper risk management, you are good to go. The problem with most people is that they don't actually use good risk management. That is just the problem. But with proper risk management, you are actually good to go. So this is something incredible about the trade, the cryptocurrency markets, and it's super exciting. Now let's not forget that actually being here in the market of BTC here, trying to expand the stuff. Having been here with the market of BTC, we just have to be patient and wait for our key zone, right? We just have to be patient and wait for our key zones, because that's like the most important thing about this trade, right? So the 2 hours time frame here, we just have to be patient and wait for our key zone. If you check out the 4 hours time frame, you can be able to see clearly what we're looking at for here. So we just have to be patient and wait for our key zone. Yes, BTC also is interested in taking out this previous high, but then profits will be made along the way, right? So that's just the whole idea around Bitcoin, and we looked at Ethereum a little bit. If you got value, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, know that we're here to actually help you win.